Uh, Christian Cage and his bunch came to the ring that the big prehistoric lizard has been replaced by the minute English microbe Pip Sabian, but he's got Pip and he's got Nick Plain and Nick Plain's mom, and they're going to fight Hook and Shapoopy. So Christian Cage and Nick Plain versus Hook and Shapoopy, with Hook and Nick starting. Do you remember that TV show they tried to do 20 years ago or whatever, Mat Rats, about teenage wrestlers?
Oh, I've heard of it. I never actually saw it.
I think even Bischoff was involved in some kind of and potentially the aforementioned Teddy Hart that we were talking about earlier. Yeah, like teenage wrestlers. And the Calgary bunch was advanced in that categories as they train at birth up there.
Those are the greatest teenage wrestlers ever.
But it looked like the Hook and Nick Plain, it looked like Mat Rats on this program that increasingly looks amateurish, not in terms of, well, I would say not in terms of TV production. Sometimes they nail that too, but no, they're shooting it in high def and everything, but the people on it don't look like they ought to be on television. They look like the people that Darby Allin told us they were a week or so ago. He said a lot of these guys have never made a living from wrestling before, so they don't want to rock the boat. Remember when he said that on TV?
Yep.
Now they got some of them in the ring for us to look at. So Nick's mom drew the corpse referee so he could stand there and jaw at her for ages while Christian hit his finish on Shapoopy and then let Nick pin him. 1, 2, 3. Well, was I missing any of the high points that I didn't watch?
There were no high points, Jim. When you send someone out there with Ishii or Shibata as their partner, you're telling the fans not to give a fuck. And all this Christian stuff with Hook has been bombing to me. It's been going on for a while now. Enough. Just enough. Enough. There's so many people here that are the steady forces of everything while the ratings have gone away and interest has dropped. Maybe it's time to start looking at that and changing things.
Maybe they could put this on hold until Taz gets back. If he just got surgery, got a new knee, maybe he could work with Christian. I'd like to see that.
No. I don't want to see Taz work. I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm being a smart aleck.
Jeez.
Although actually over this, I would watch Taz right now, even if he's on crutches, versus Christian. Over this is what I would do. But
maybe they can make Taz a heel manager again. Was that the reason he stopped being a heel manager and started being a commentator? Was whatever his ailment was? Not ailment, but he had surgery. Was it his knee? Was it his leg? Whatever he did.
Well, I don't know. I haven't read his medical file, and I'm not sure what the whole story was. But goddamn, I'll take Taz's head in a jar of blue liquid right now in a variety of these places over some of these other people. You put him on top of one of the ring posts of one of those glass domes and let him emanate his voice from.
All right, well, that was the Christian match.
Yes, and it was followed, Brian, again by graphics and billboards for 7 different upcoming matches, both tonight and Saturday, including all of the information on the tournaments and the gold blocks and the blue blocks and the blue blockers. That's where he got the idea from, that commercial from a number of years ago. But that's, again, graphics and billboards, 7 different things in just over and over. And how are you? What?
In the middle of the show, for the first time ever, I got a commercial for TNA live events because they're coming to New York and LA. But starting now, that's in the middle of next year. I think July, they're coming to New York. We got a commercial now for the first time I've ever seen one.
Oh, and I'm probably pretty sure that was a local buy, which you can, because some people are going to say, well, how did they get on? You can buy local avails from your local cable company. that still exist around the country. But how are they? They're advertising a show 6 months in advance, and while they're telling the talent that they're cutting their money, is what you're saying TNA is doing?
Well, we'll have more about TNA when we have more details.
Well, I don't mean to hop ahead of, but I'm just that takes balls. They've told somebody, well, we're gonna have to fucking pay you less, and then the guy just sits down and they bought television commercials in New York. Those are more expensive than they are in Pixley, from what I understand.